I bring war.
I'm gonna be honest with you, you're a little cryptic, it's a little scary. I've gotta get some laundry done before we just jump into this whole war thing. I need to take care of some stuff. Let me tell you something about this game. All the footage you're seeing is from the closed beta for For Honor. This game is an absolute blast, but I'm gonna tell you something. I am Captain Butt Cheeks. I am Sir Buns at sword fighting, at using a spear. In terms of games, it's not a simple hack and slash. Like, you've literally got to block, you've got to time, you've got to use all of your abilities to your advantage. Now, I'm gonna let you guys know I've found one way around being absolutely butt sauce at using and wielding a bladed weapon, and that is tossing your opponent. So what you're about to see is the strategy you're gonna be able to use early on in gameplay to just knock opponents off the map to get the W. I'm all about victories in this family. If you guys know a little something about me, you know I don't like to take too many L's, so I'm gonna show you how I got around kids being a lot better than me. I'm sure I was losing to 14-year-olds that are just amazing at wielding swords. So I decided if I'm gonna be in a one-on-one situation, there is a cliff, I'm gonna put my shoulder into you and I'm gonna rail you off, bro. I'm gonna rail you off. The moral of the story is this, ladies and gentlemen. Use your environment to get those wins. You're probably thinking, you know, you can't be that bad. You're right. I can use the bladed weapons and still do really well, as you'll see some of those snippets throughout this gameplay, but it's way more fun for me to use my environment to try to get those wins because it's more of a challenge than just doing what most people are going to be doing when they start the game, which is focusing on blocking, which is why you could take advantage of those noobs by throwing them off cliffs, throwing them off railings, off bridges, wherever you're at on the map. I also want to remind you guys that this build is a work in progress, so I'm sure upon launch they're going to have even more cool features, so I'm really excited to see what For Honor is going to bring to us. It's really funny because my girlfriend's little brother is actually a Larper, so he goes out in like chain mail mesh costumes and fights with other people that are also dressed like they're from this time frame of the medieval era where they are knights and stuff like that. And I think it's awesome. And I think if you guys do it, I want to hear your stories down in the comment and in the chat about your experiences. But it's hilarious because his friend who does it with him is like obsessed with this game. And I'm like, this is literally built for Larpers. It's built for people like me who like competitive games, aka skill-based games, and it's built for people that like LARPing. There is not a better way to live that dream out than going out in the forest with your buddies and hitting each other. Now I'm gonna tell you a story that may or may not be frustrating to some of you that have actually LARPed in the past. See, I didn't quite understand that there was a rule structure, and when I used to work at the big old blue electronic bin selling home theater equipment to elderly people, I went outside once and for some reason these LARPers had chosen to use the outside of our location's parking lot to have their little LARPing festival. Now, I want to be honest with you guys, I was like, hey, hand me one of the foam swords. And then I proceeded to hit everyone as hard as I could, not understanding that that was not the objective. I'm sorry, but you're there, and you're all having foam swords and real shields, and it's way more fun to be swinging at each other really, really hard with them. Now, some of them do use real stuff, which is a little terrifying, so probably not gonna swing that at people as hard as I can, but you know, just foam nerf stuff, no big deal. So if there are two things that you need to take away from this video, number one, follow the rules that Larper said. That way, nobody gets emotional because you're hitting them as hard as you can with a foam sword, and especially in front of your security cameras where your bosses are asking you what happened. Anyways, number two, use your environment. Bait fools into coming at you. They're like, watch the got us back turn to me. Watch the doing that. Surprise! You know what I'm saying? Just throw them right off the cliff, throw them right off the bridge. Let them know who's boss. And of course, click the link that's at the top of the description. I want to hear your feedback from trying out the open beta. I've got that link down there for you so you can give this game a go on your own. Let me know here and on Twitter what your thoughts are on this game. And of course, hashtag put him in a coffin. Because that is so satisfying, and seriously, to throw people off cliffs. Thank you so much for tuning into today's video, and of course, have a great day.